bush.
First bounce at the Sydney Cricket Ground. We'll hear from Doug Hayward in just a moment. Umpire Rowan Saws with Chris Mitchell officiating, and Chris Mitchell dishes out the first free kick. It goes to Greg Williams, who it was suggested might be under a cloud for the match, but he has lined up. So's Gerard Healy. Wobbly old punt to half forward, and well taken by big John Mossop with front position and juggling that one well. Wasn't holding his marks at the start of the season, but made no mistake about that. Steele from half back up towards Phil Cracker out in front of Carter. Gee, I wonder if Carter's his opponent. Might just be one of those accidents that happens in the opening seconds after the bounce. Looks for his brother, but in fact finds the boundary line. I think Phil Cracker might give Rod Carter a bit of a run around if that was on, Kev.
Yes, well, we'll just have to wait and see whether that is the move, but McCann has definitely gone to full forward, and Dean Harris to full back on Warwick Kappa.
Doug Hayward.
Law gets a funny old bounce and can't pick it up. Play on, says the umpire. Phil Cracker went through. Johnny Law with it out to McRae. McRae hotly pursued, gets a long one downfield, but it's over the head of Henwood down there as he went for it. It's out of bounds. It'll be thrown in about 5 metres away from the point post.
And Rod Carter has picked up Phil Cracker.
So a throw-in coming up. North Melbourne deep in attack and looking for the first score of the match. Negan with dash out of defence and with confidence to the centre line. Good grab, Tony Morwood on the wing. Steele, well judged from behind, couldn't quite hang on to it. Mitchell Kappa not getting the kick away cleanly. Ross Smith putting it out on the full. So a Swans free kick to Holden, who kicks to full forward where Ironmonger lurks. The big man not getting hands on the ball even though he had good position. And Harris back in defence, taking it through for a behind.
Well, I guess the biggest question mark today will be what will happen in the centre to Greg Williams. Tremendous pressure on him. It's almost the suggestion now is no Williams and no Swans as Ross Smith goes down there from Holden. But he's been a magnificent player for so many years. But this is really a big one against him. Out wide towards centre wing position. Merv Neagle is there in front. It's nicely picked up by Healy for his second possession. Dangerous one to Mitchell. Mitchell held it a long time and will be penalised. Matthew Larkin, a very poor hand pass across to Steele. Steele picks up and drives back to centre half forward. Leading is Arsieri on Bolton. Bolton all over the top of him. And the free kick will go to Arsieri. And Bolton, in his tackling, is sometimes a bit wildly aggressive. We saw it in the state match just on Wednesday night. But what a fine player David Bolton has become since coming across here from Woodville, where he originally came from Geelong. Arsieri pulls it just a little bit, and it's through. Well, it was quietness, and I thought he had pulled the kick just a little, but it made it. It's through for the first goal of the match.
Well, those small players for North Melbourne have been so good for so many years now, and Bolton has the job in the back pocket. He's going to tag Arsieri and Jimmy Cracker when they come off the ball. Stevie Wright is tagging Jimmy Cracker on the ball, and that's a brave move by Tony